Born in Summit, New Jersey. Went to elementary school at Hartshorn Elementary. My father worked for a company called Daniel Construction Company, and Dad's primary job was to convince corporations to build their manufacturing plants in the South. Up to that point in time, Daniel Construction had been building warehouses in the South. And the idea was, if we can start having these companies build textile plants in the South, they won't have the cost of shipping their products south. And they were very successful in bringing companies to the South. My mom was the chemist at the American Viscose plant in Nitro, West Virginia, and she was also the plant photographer. And that's how she met Dad, was taking pictures of him. But she was the most wonderful lady, had a heart of gold, put up with me no matter what I did. And trust me, I did a lot. In 1968, we eventually moved to Greenville, South Carolina. Dad became vice president of Daniel Construction then. Grew up in Greenville, South Carolina, and my parents said, we're going to send you to Christ Church Episcopal School. And I said, I am not going to wear a uniform. And they said, you really don't have a choice. You're going to Christ Church Episcopal School. And when I went to the school, I was surprised to find out that I didn't have to wear a uniform. I went 4th grade through 12th grade at Christ Church, and when I finally got baptized, I passed out there in the church. So my Nana, my grandmother at the time, said the devil ran out of me that day. I wanted to be an engineer, applied to Clemson, the Naval Academy, and Georgia Tech. Went down to Clemson, talked to the tennis coach, and he said, what are you going to study? And I said, I want to study chemical engineering because you make the most money doing chemical engineering. And he goes, well, you can't play for me if you're going to study chemical engineering. Went down to Georgia Tech and talked to the coach there, and he said, I don't care what you study. We want you here at Georgia Tech. And in my sophomore year, I pulled a 1.1, and then I pulled a 1.5. Lost my scholarship to college. Got a letter from my father. It said, I have a way of dealing with failures. It goes 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strikes, you're out. Which strike are you on? Love, Dad. Went back to school, got my grades back in order, got my scholarship back. And I think one of the things Tech taught me was that you don't ever give up. You work hard and you just keep trying until you finally figure it out.
After graduating from Georgia Tech, Barry was hired by Texas Crude Oil Company in Midland, Texas, where he started learning the oil business from the ground up while working in the oil fields. Barry had just received his engineering and training certification, which is the first step towards becoming a professional engineer, when he got an unexpected call from his father that would change his life forever.
My father came up with a creative idea to provide an infrastructure support services business. And he wanted to help, have me come help him start the company. My first answer to him was, no thank you. I've been Charlie Cox's son all my life, and it's time for me to go do my own thing. He got on his plane and flew down and got off the plane, looked at me and he said, I got prostate cancer and I'm gonna die in 2 years, and I want you to come help me start this company. And I looked at him and I said, I guess you always were a hell of a salesman, Dad. And 30 days later, I was moving to Mount Vernon, Indiana, where I thought George Washington's home was. Been here ever since. I had no idea how to run a business. My background was engineering. And while Dad was alive, it was a training session.
In 1987, Barry and his dad designed, built, and leased back a 250,000 square foot distribution center for General Electric. Today, the Cox Group provides manufacturing and services for warehousing and distribution, transportation, plastics, sports, chemical industries, automotives, and more throughout North America and 2 provinces in Canada.
Barry's a very hands-on leader. He takes a passion in his people and leads by example, and he's not afraid to get his hands dirty. He's a people person. He cares truly about the people that work for him, that work in this business. Are we making sure we're doing raises for people at the appropriate time, and make sure those people are able to develop a retirement plan and be able to be successful both personally and financially.
Although I started as an intern at WSI, Barry really gave me the opportunity to grow within the company. He always loves to promote from within.
Thank you for believing in me and giving me the opportunities to grow both as an employee and a person.
Barry's really a teacher at heart, and that's how he runs his business, by sharing his knowledge and teaching. And I think that's one of the things that attracted him to junior achievement.
I love teaching junior achievement classes. I love being able to spend time with those children and telling them that they can do anything that they want to do. And Junior Achievement's put together some great classes. I love my team, that's for sure. Have some of the finest people in the world, and you take care of them, then they're going to stay with you for a long time. You know, this is not made possible because of what I do. It's possible because of the wonderful people that I work with.